Hello, hello, hello. I'm the Linux Mensch. Today I'm going to talk about my favorite web browser, Firefox. Now, maybe it's a tie with Brave browser, but mostly I use Firefox, and there's a reason why, and I will explain that to you in another video. But today I'm going to talk about Firefox, like I said, and Firefox is the main browser that comes in automatically installed in most Linux distributions. It's an open source web browser. It respects your privacy, and I'm going to show you how to download it in Arch Linux, and I'm going to show you how I configure it and how I change the settings to the way I like it. So I'm in a brand new installation of Arch Linux in a virtual machine. I'm running the awesome window manager on top of it, and I do not have Firefox installed. So I'm going to click on the menu. Now, as you can see in the menu, Firefox is in my menu, and that's only because I installed my awesome window manager configuration file, which has Firefox built into the menu. So even though Firefox is in the menu, it's not installed on the system. What I'm going to do is right-click on the menu anywhere. I'm going to open up my terminal, Xterm, which is my favorite terminal, by the way. And if you haven't installed my -rc file, which is available for you to use in my GitLab repository, it's free for you to download and use it. If you haven't installed that, then you're going to have to type in this command: sudo pacman s Firefox, and I'm going to install the Firefox ad blocker. Firefox uBlock or, oops, spelled that wrong, origin. And I'm going to hit enter, and it's going to install it. Now, if you've installed my Zesh file from my GitLab repository, you don't have to type in all that. You could just type in install Firefox space Firefox uBlock origin. So I'm going to do it that way. Hit enter. It's going to ask me for my password, and I'm going to say yes, and it's installing. And there it is. It installed Firefox and the ad blocker. So I'm going to close my terminal. I'm going to refresh my awesome right here. See where it says restart? That's how you refresh the awesome window manager. And now I'm going to right click, and I'm going to open up Firefox. And it's just going to take a second to open up. And just a quick lesson for you. When you've rebooted a system and you've opened up an application for the first time, it takes longer to open up. Once you've opened it up, some of it stays in your reserved RAM, and the next time you open it up, it opens up quicker. And that goes for Windows as well as Linux. So this is how Firefox looks when you install it. And let's just close it down again. So now I'm going to open it up again. See how fast it opened? Now, there's a lot of things I'm going to change. First of all, this little menu here, I'm going to skip this. I don't like this thing here, so I'm going to right-click on it, and I'm going to remove it from the toolbar. Another thing I'm going to remove from the toolbar is getting started. Delete bookmark and import bookmarks. I'm going to remove that too. I don't like that. Now, I don't like all this junk that opens up when I open up Firefox. You know, Facebook, Amazon, Twitter, all this news that has nothing to do with me and that I don't want to see. I like my web browsers to be clean. So I'm going to make it so when I open up Firefox, the stuff doesn't show up. Also, when you have this stuff loading up, it takes longer for your web browser to open because it's got to download all this stuff. So this is how I always configure my Firefox. Go into the hamburger menu here. Click it on. Go down here and click on settings. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to jump right down here first of all and hit dark mode because I like dark mode. And I'm going to click on home. I'm going to go down. I'm going to click on this field and make all these fields active. I'm going to unclick them. There you go. The only one I'm going to leave on is the web search. Now, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to search. And I'm going to change this Google to DuckDuckGo. DuckDuckGo respects your privacy more than the Google search does. So I'm going to click that on DuckDuckGo. And then I'm going to click on privacy and security. And see here we have standard, strict, and custom. Now I always use strict. I don't use custom, which is it's stronger in protecting your privacy, but a lot of websites may not work. It may break some websites if you press custom. So I always change the standard to strict. Then I'm going to scan down to Firefox data collection and use. Now they claim that they're only collecting data from you anonymously and it's to improve Firefox, but I don't like it. So I'm going to unclick those. Okay, so they're unclicked. Now I'm going to scan down and HTTPS only mode, I'm going to turn on. Now, HTTPS, websites that have the S in it are more secure. And websites that don't have the S in it, they're less secure, and most websites don't have it anymore. So what this is going to do, it's going to stop you from going to those websites that don't have an S in it for security. So I'm going to click this on Enable HTTPS Only Mode in all windows. Now I'm going to go to Extensions and Themes. I'm going to click on Themes. I'm going to click on Enable Dark Mode because I like dark mode. And I'm also going to go to Extensions. This is my ad blocker. I'm going to just click it off, and on again. And I'm going to close this window. Oop, I closed Firefox. So let's reopen it. And I'm also going to, there's just a few more things, and then I'm going to be done. I'm going to click on the menu bar because I like the menu bar. I'm going to customize the toolbar, and the only thing I'm going to grab from it is home. I always like to have a home button. So I always like to have my home button right here. And let's close that. Well, close Firefox again. So let's reopen it. And that's it. This is how I like to configure my Firefox. Later, I'm going to do a video on the Brave browser, on how to install it, Arch Linux, and how I like to configure it. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. I am the Linux Mensch.